Alright, sorry for the late start this morning. I'm live. Uh, just had a little bit of a shit night's sleep, so a little bit of trouble getting out of bed. Alright. I think I've got almost everything sorted. Hold on, let's bring that up on my game. Let's bring the stream up on my phone, and then we'll bring the game up. That's where my thought process was going. And then it just kind of went bleh. There we go. It's going to be a slightly shorter stream today because I've got to help my partner with something this afternoon. So, it should still be a good 3 hours or so, though. Alright. We have that. Bring up voice attack, and then we'll bring up the game. There we go. Alright. Okay. So where I left it yesterday was I was in the new Cobra Mark V playing around. And we're going to head back, finish this refinery, which shouldn't take very long. And then we're going to deliver some stuff to various primary port builds. Okay, game is loading. There we go. Let's make sure we get on the right view.
Welcome back, Commander.
Well, I have to say, I think the Cobra Mark V may be the best small ship in the game. Unless you're looking for specifically for a combat ship, in which case the Vulture might beat it, but best all-round small ship in the game. Man, it takes a long time to load up.
Screw the rules, I have money.
Hey, Nasiru. Oh, still. Oh, wow, okay. That explains the long loading time, I guess. Alright, let's try that again. Okay.
Welcome back.
So many dumb ways to die. There we go. Load into the game. You can do it. I have faith, game. You can load. There we
Checking
go.
Systems. Done.
Well, that was much
All
quicker.
systems nominal.
Alright. So what we want is we want to go to the Imperial Gutter. That is the number of jumps. From here. 8 jumps. Okay. That's fair. 8 jumps to get back to the Imperial Cutter. We have a good fuel scoop on board. We will be fine. Alright. Let's take control. It's quicker that way. Woo. Ah! Oh. That was perfect. Nobody saw anything. Oh, so that's what she shot.
Speed restrictions lifted. Imperial Flight Operations Bureau now signing off.
All right, off we go.
Vectors. Key systems are at optimum levels, readying for exit.
All right. We'll just scoop our way around the stars. That should give us enough juice to get to where we're going. Not a problem. Boom, boom. Alright, first refinery hub and then work on some primary port stuff, maybe for Ed. Sure he'll appreciate that. Alright. Oh, hello, Ed. I thought you'd be busy off with running around with your friend.
Leaving system.
You were? Nice. Ed's had a talkative day by the sounds of it. Oh, I hope you both had fun.
Navigation for next system.
Look, I have myself a Cobra Mark V now. We just split to our rooms and plans to get some sleep. I just came online just check for daily missions. She said to start streaming at that time. Yeah, fair enough.
Frameshift drive charging.
You have a Cobra Mark X. Impressive.
Leaving system. Frameshift now engaged. No anomalies detected. Key systems are at optimal levels, readying for exit now.
Yeah. Fuel scooping. It's not a bad little ship, actually.
Frameshift drive charging.
Vectors.
Reasonable jump range. Nice FCO performance. Can land on small landing pads. Pretty good internals too. Aye.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I'll show the build of it when I get back to the cutter, basically. Alright.
Disengaged. Frameshift.
With lots of fun, we visited a museum in Vienna, basically the largest collection of pieces from our solar system and Earth's history. It had some sections closed off, it still took us over 3 hours to get through it all. Then we headed home, went to grab lunch, we just talked for the past 6 hours in the room I gave to sleeping. Alright. It sounds like a good day. How quickly it slows down from FCO as well. It's really nice. At least we can speed up a little bit here. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Rule Gateway. It's on a weird sounding boost in the ship. Very like a little double punch kind of thing. Like a boom, boom. Alright. So while that's auto docking, that is very fair. Yeah. Yeah, I know how that feels.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance?
Not really. Alright, there we go.
Fine.
Yeah, being on your feet for a long time when you're not used to it is quite painful. You'll probably feel it even more tomorrow. I hope you don't have a lot of walking planned for tomorrow. Alright. A lot of aluminium and steel. Basically, from here. Alright, where's my snipping tool? There we go. Alright, quick look at the build I did on this ship, which isn't complete yet, but you know. They sold the ship here in Broad Gateway, and I wanted to go and pick up the community goal money. So look, I'm over 2 billion in cash now. Yeah, fair enough. So, no weapons, because it's just a running around ship. All this, but the shield booster's turned off because I'm having power plant issues, because I only had a 4D power plant here, and I was wondering if it would be enough if I engineered it up. But it's not enough to run the shield booster unless I start putting in some low draw type things. So 4A thrusters, pre-engineered friendship drive, which I don't think I put Mess Manager on yet. Nope. A bunch of Boros stuff. And then in the optional internals, I have the biggest Guardian of Friendship drive booster, a 4A fuel scoop, a cargo rack, a prismatic shield generator, which has been engineered up for extra strength, a collector controller limpet, small cargo racks, a planetary vehicle hangar, and yada yada yada. So that's pretty good internals for a small ship. I mean, a class 5A, couple of 4s. It's a nice ship. Anyway, we'll swap back and continue delivery. So I'll have to have more of a play around with it at some point. Decide whether I want to stay with the 4D power plant as well. So we do need a full load of steel. Commodities market. Bring me the goodies.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And we are heading over this way.
Gear retracted.
I also got my primary port build on my other account up to 70% last night. So that's got a week to go, roughly. 30% of a tier 2 in a week should be quite doable. But I basically just did 70% in 1 week, so.
Leaving system.
Everything is progressing along nicely.
Safety limits. Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. Oh. Man, I'm feeling a little bit tired today. I might have to have an early night tonight.
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
Alright.
Frameshift
Oh.
drive charging.
Ooh.
Navigation for next
I
system.
gotta say, Twitter erupted last evening, my time, with a whole bunch of VTube drama. Jesus. You know, I have like 1 week where there's not huge VTuber drama. That'd be nice. It doesn't really. It's just it makes my Twitter timeline go blah with all this stuff.
Warning. Breach operating hot safety limits.
I saw some post about if you didn't make it to PitCon, what did you think this is? Eternal Dreamer Zero. Yeah, so I haven't had a good look at it yet though. So Ed, have you seen Cinder the VTuber? Okay, so an artist released a document along with a whole bunch of Discord DMs and stuff, basically pointing out how Cinder was trying to pressure her, and I don't know if any other artists, but trying to pressure this artist at least to blacklist doing work for all of, well, maybe not all of, but a lot of Cinder's friends. So Cinder was essentially trying to sabotage other people's, or block other people's art commissions behind the scenes, and talking a lot of shit about them. So about Bao and Shy Lily and others. So big VTubers involved. So of course it's blown up all over the place. It doesn't impact me at all, but yeah, it was just interesting to watch last night on the timeline on Twitter, just going nuts of all these posts. So Cinder looks like is trying to blame her manager, who many people have pointed out as likely her boyfriend, because he was like 4 years ago apparently, before she started VTubing. Because he was the one behind most of the messages, but then enough of the messages were like directly at her as well, that I don't think that that's going to fly very well. But she hasn't made a proper response yet, so let's see what comes out of it. Thing was, it's a little sad sounding actually. It sounded like she didn't have a lot of confidence, like she was basically saying that her model rigger and drawer and stuff, who the artist lady, this person is doing work for other people. It makes her model less unique, and her model is her big attraction point and stuff. It's like, no, you're the attraction point. Your personality, your stuff. I don't know. It's if you're interested in that kind of thing, you'll probably track down the posts online, no problem whatsoever. I won't go too much more into it. I just was curious if anybody else had was getting their Twitter like feed flooded. Hey, Ertz. Well, it wasn't a bad approach this time. Yeah, it was mostly, I think it was a fairly blade-breaking story last night, so I would expect a lot of YouTube videos to come out about it today. It's a little sad because, I mean, I didn't follow Cinder exactly, but like lots of clips of her that I quite enjoy, and there's I'm watching her and like some of the other VTubers, you know, like Cinder, Numi, Bell, Shailene and stuff, all interact on a bunch of clips. Is always fun. So
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I'm gonna guess that she's not getting invited to any collabs again for quite some time, I would imagine. Alright. I love how much it jumps up. So nice. Alright, so 171 steel, and then we need aluminium. Yeah, fair enough. For my system, so there's not a well, I mean, which one is the question, but because the economy's been so busted, I've been on a bit of a system grabbing expedition. Yeah, there's always some drama going on. This one's a particularly big one, that's all. So yeah. There's a couple of systems. This one here I'm working on. Are there 2 space stations in the system? I don't think there is. But I haven't been back here and played for a while. So in this one, I just need to. I got a ground port and asteroid base I need to finish. So this was my first system and I didn't really know what was going on. So like I built like a satellite above this thing with 6 things. Yes, absolutely heard about the big Wednesday patch. We were discussing that yesterday in stream. It sounds great. So we've got an asteroid base here that's like 25% done. I put a planetary port here. I was going to build maybe a refinery hub here as well. There is a refinery hub here, but it's not going to do anything because there's an asteroid, there's a thing over the top. I thought we would be able to land at it, and when this is, like I said, first system, this was very early on. So I thought we'd be able to land at it and pick up steel and stuff if I bought a refinery hub, and then it turns out you can't land at them. So this one's a bit screwed up, but I mean, there's still room for stuff here. Like I said, I'm going to put a refinery hub here. Hopefully the refinery hub here will, and this one here will be enough weak links across to, like, and maybe a refinery subtype to this orbital construction site. Although that might end up chewing up. It'll be interesting to see if that ends up chewing up all the stuff that naturally comes from the extraction type that asteroid bases have. Or was the refinery here? Maybe this was a small settlement. So maybe the refinery was here and I can build something above it. I'm not actually sure. It's been a while. Astrop terminal. Surface settlement. But as for the system I'm currently working on, this one here. This one was claimed with a Coriolis station, so I have a decent sized station here. I've built an agricultural thing to try and give it an economy, and then on the planet down here I'm building a refinery hub, and I've also put down a planetary port, but I haven't done much with that yet. Three large pad stations over one planet with tons. Yeah, so you could do something like that. It'd be interesting. There's a lot of build space here. Though I swear there was... I swear the system has actually changed on me. Can't get past that fort. You see here, it's weird. It goes 45 question mark, 31 question mark. It's like my full exploration of the planet has got bombed. Because if I go back here, it goes 57 and 53. So it's like the system map isn't correct. Maybe the system map is bugged out. You blew up, so you lost data. Apparently, you haven't handed those in. Yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe I need to do another discovery scan of the system. That is true. It does have a beacon now. Next time I jump in, maybe I can scan the beacon. So the idea, I think, is that, like, the refinery hub and the agricultural thing should make this refinery agricultural. The refinery shouldn't chew up much of the agricultural stuff, or vice versa, as far as I'm aware. So we get maybe some fruit and veggies, plus a whole bunch of steel and titanium and stuff, right? And then once I complete the ground port, hopefully the ground port will pick up. Well, we'll pick up the refinery as a. Oh well, the ground port should pick up the refinery as a strong link if everything they say about the Wednesday patch works properly, which is touch wood. If the same beacon you placed, port, but it's not quite the same beacon. I mean, I placed a system development beacon, and now it's just a normal navigation beacon. It's changed on me. What can I say? Like, beacons, sometimes they just go and change on you, and it changes the relationship. But yeah, so build the ground port as well to get CMM composites, and then hopefully this can sort of become a thing to supply other build efforts in the area. And then for the newest system that I'm working on, which I haven't done anything with yet, but I have plenty of time. That is not it. What the hell? This one. Thank you. This one? Yeah, there's some planets in here I've lost. In here, anyway, is the big volcanic world. I have to go back there and scan it again. Let's go that way on the way, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But all I really want to do is I really want to shove a tier 3 port at some point over this huge volcanic world. And like, well, it's not huge, but it's very volcanic. Kind of like a hell planet, sort of.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. Could we just... I mean, we should, right, be able to just... I don't really need to do a full scan. Open system map.
Displaying map.
There we go. So yeah, this planet, I want to put a big station above this planet. I mean, look at all that lava. I mean, this one's also kind of lava-y, but not nearly to the same extent. So I've just started with an outpost, but I haven't done much with it yet. All right. So yeah, that's the last system. This one here is the last system I'll be claiming for a while. Now that they're fixing the economy, I need to build stuff up.
Frameshift now engaged. Key systems are at optimum levels, readying for exit.
All right.
Warning. Temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging.
Off we go. I think it was like 141 steel I needed, something like that. Maybe I'll just grab the aluminium and bring that this time.
Hyperspace velocity reached. Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by. I need a little time.
All right, off we go.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Boom, boom. We might have gone slightly too fast there. We'll just do the loop around. Check for any pirates. Tactical maneuvering.
Sure.
Even Captain Kirk is questioning me. God damn it.
Fine, I won't disturb you again, although I sometimes find that you're already somewhat disturbed.
I'm only somewhat disturbed by you making that same joke over and over again, Captain Kirk. Oh. I think Captain Kirk's on space mad. We may have to reject him out the airlock. Give way to larger vessels. I am the larger vessel. It's all about give way to larger vessels. Only thing technically bigger is possibly a beluga liner. And even then it's like, are we talking ship dimensions or are we talking mass? Because it would be interesting to find out what the new ship coming is, though. Like, there was a post on Twitter about it. Let's see if I can find it. Like, those who didn't make it to PitCon, what do you think this is? See you on Unlocked. That is a huge... Jesus Christ, that is a huge landing. Is that just a landing league? That thing is ginormous. Panther Clipper? Looks like it's designed like... It looks like it's a building, but it also looks like it's designed to move. Yeah. Humongous cargo ship piloted by NPCs to deliver materials. Share? Alright, hold up. Where's my... Let's go, if I do this... I'll share the actual picture on my screen. Hold up. Can you see that? Is that not? I mean, you should be able to see that, right? Yeah, I mean, that is absolutely huge, right? It looks like a ship to me. Like, this looks like it's designed to pull up, right? It's designed to move all this bit up around in here. So... Humongous cargo ship? Or... No. I mean, if they're listening to the community, that's what they're going to bring out. They're going to bring out a ginormous cargo ship. So yeah, we'll see. So we needed, it was aluminium, wasn't it? It was.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Are you ready to jump?
No, I'm not ready to jump, Kirk. I am in the East Station. I swear he's drunk.
Fine.
Hey, queue jumping. A ship is queue jumping. Why am I stuck on stuff? What the hell? On a docking computer, what are you doing? Every ship system is drunk, I swear it. Message from my brother. Just give me a second. There we go. Okay, back we go. Well, no, actually, we need to set a path. We need to set a route, even. So. There we go. Yeah. So if they bring out a huge cargo ship in for ARX in like June or whatever, that's gonna be selling like hotcakes, basically. Right, like. I know I'd probably buy it with ARX. I haven't bought anything with ARX since the Python Mark II. So yeah, it's gonna be be interesting if that happens.
Vectors. Adjusting for jump. Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by. I need a little time.
All right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Should give this another discovery scan when they end up back in the system. Find my missing planets. See where they're hiding.
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
There we go. Body's 20. Oh, we're going back to this one. That's why. What am I doing? That's not what I want. I want to go here. Not here. I want to go here. Ugh. My brain is fried.
Frameshift drive charging.
So what happens when you try to stream right after you wake up? We should be getting close to the point, I would imagine, where they announce the next ship. Even if it's just a teaser announcement. Alright. It's the same thing they kind of did with the Mandalay, right? The little teaser picture, and then of the exhaust and stuff. Okay. Are my planets? Whoops. Are my planets back? This one still says it's. Huh. We still got weird question marks down here. What we're going to do is we're going to go scan that damn beacon. That beacon, come here. I swear that discovery scanner completed though. Yeah, still weird. Still doesn't look right. All right. Ooh, the sun is bright. No sunglasses in the ship. Maybe a tint for the windscreen. Alright, there, beacon. You might have changed on me, but I'll give you another chance. I'm forgiving like that. Oh, there you are. I think we're close enough. Scan complete. There you go. Alright. Open system map.
Heard. Executing.
So this one's going back to... Oh, so we were missing this one in the middle, or this one here. So there now is two ones there that were... And yeah, this was the one over here that was missing as well. With all this yellow on it, which I thought was quite cool looking. So... Alright. Let's jump out of there before we get attacked by a pirate. Not that matters that much. Oh, distress beacon, minor wreckage. You got minor wreckage. Artificial structure. What? Wait, what do we got going on here? Irregular markers. What? What? I don't think I've seen this before. Has anyone seen this before? This is one of the landable planets with the rings. Why? I'm going to check it out. Surface installation that shoots. I haven't built any surface installations on these planets.
You'd better ask our scientist.
I'm the system architect. There may not be
Planet.
system
A
installation.
planet is a celestial body orbiting a star or stellar remnant that is massive enough to be rounded by its own gravity, but is not massive enough to cause thermonuclear fusion, and has cleared its neighbouring region of planetesimals.
Quite an education.
I was just about to say, I'm the system architect. There shouldn't be shouldn't be anything on these planets. It was unpopulated before I got here, and I haven't built anything here.
Orbital flight engaged.
Somebody is elite.
Hours later.
Somebody is illegally squatting on my planets.
Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! I want all of you to look at it!
I do like that one. That one's a funny one. Yes. We're going to have a look at it. All of us are going to look at it. I'm not seeing a structure here.
I'll transfer power to shields and deploy the landing gear as we near. Fine.
Well, there is a structure here. What is this? Let's try not to crash land into the planet. What are these stations doing here? Why is it artificial stations on a system I control? $500 for trespass. This is my system.
FBI, open up!
Oh. There's a whole bunch. There's quite a few. Like artificial structure, minor wreckage, distress beacon, artificial structure, irregular markers, whatever they are. I have to check out that wreckage at some point, but for now, let's go ahead then. What was this? It was colonized with a Coriolis station, so it should just be colony. Alright, we need to line with escape vector. Of course we do. We're on a planet. Come on. Yeah. The color takes a while to be aligned. Yeah, I don't see the reason for it to be there either. I mean, my main issue is that, you know, I'm a system architect and they are not paying me rent, as far as I know. Anyway, I'm going to dock and I'm going to hand in, and then I'm going to check what the actual system economy is on the map. Because if anything, it should be, I don't know, like horticultural or agricultural, because I mean, the only thing I've built that has an economy influence, as far as I know, is an agricultural installation. Those didn't look like illegal pot farms. Apparently they spawn as a point of interest. Okay. You're gonna make a system that has massive negative standard of life just so it becomes a famine factory. Yeah. Move to my system. The tech level is high. The standard of living is abysmal, but the tech level is high. What else I got on my system? Maybe I should go scan the beacons of some of my other systems and see what's I was floating around in some of them.
I'll transfer power to shields and deploy the landing gear as we near.
Sure.
Fine, I won't disturb you again, although I sometimes find that you're already somewhat disturbed.
Sure should be a perfectly fine bloody statement, really. Whee! Can I pay off the fine here, actually? Can I hand in if I've got anonymous access? I might have to go to the donut station. I guess we'll find out in a second. So that was those points of interest are on the landable planet with rings. I wonder what happens if I build a big settlement or port right between two of those. Make people have to like navigate their way down, not trespass and get shot by the facilities on either side.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance when we dock?
Oh, looks like I can still hand in.
Fine, I won't disturb you again, although I sometimes find that you're already somewhat disturbed.
Steel, 171 steel. Alright, 171 steel. Alright, what are we getting out of there? Open galaxy map.
Welcome to stellar cartography.
So, the economy type is colony, still. I suppose while we were there we should have set a path, but... I'm special, maybe. Just give it a moment to see if my dogs calm down. Around out there, barking at the neighbours' dogs. Apparently not. Give me a moment. In fact, let's actually run an ad break. So I turn off pre-rolls for people because they've recently come back on. And I'll deal with my dogs. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. okay. Dogs dealt with. So yeah, that's interesting.
Frameshift drive charging.
Should turn it into a little clip, maybe.
Navigation for next system. The fuel tanks are nearly empty. You wouldn't want to do a mad dog and run out.
All right, and be able to refuel because we should be all right. I think we can either pay off the fine or refuel over here.
Leaving system. Scanning for anomalies, none detected. Isn't that good? Low fuel.
Low fuel. That's fine.
I'm waiting, old man.
The ads should be done. What are you waiting for? I mean, I'm sure this is wise with low fuel. It's not a problem.
I just want to talk to him.
But I do just want to talk to them. We're talking about those people that are squatting on my planet, and yeah, I just want to chat to them. But they've got like skimmers and weaponry and stuff. They're in my system illegally. I do not give them permission to build on my planet. Maybe I should go back and missile their bases. Suspect that would get me wanted though. Problems is usually allied to the main faction.
Skill issue.
Screw the rules, I have money.
That's true, I do have money. I can pay off a bounty. I'll have to have a talk to the main faction and be like, yeah, so I see you built a few extra bits that I didn't approve of in my system. You're going to have to pay me more rent.
FBI, open up!
And since the rent wasn't negotiated in advance for these places, the rent is whatever I say it is. Time to hit that $5 million point where you start getting taxed.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 02. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Landing gear deployed.
I'm curious about the wreckage, so I should go back and take a look at that.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance when we're done?
Landing successful. Command system shut down.
Can I pay off a fine here? Let's find out.
Fine, I won't.
Oh,
disturb
legal
again,
for this.
though I
I
sometimes find that you're
probably can.
already somewhat disturbed.
No fines. Oh. Bounties. Okay. It's like 171 steel, right? And the rest, aluminium. It's late, I'm tired. Let me know if you find anything about those. But as I said, this is 3 points of interest that spawn for power play. They should go away next tick, or spawn more, of course. If the BGS monster so decides. But should not counter in any way impede colonization efforts. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's still telling me I've got like 6 build slots on that planet, so I realised I didn't count for that. It's just kind of weird from a system architect point of view to suddenly find this stuff in your planet, in your system you did not build yourself. But have a good night's sleep. Have fun with your friend tomorrow, and I'll catch up with you at some point in the next couple of days. All right. Open galaxy map.
Executing now.
Yeah. Have a good night, Ed.
Let me tell you something. You're only ever going to see the most wonderful things if you're willing to take a risk, to gamble, to put everything on red. You might lose. Now, wouldn't that be an adventure?
Don't fly me into the wall again, please. Alright, stop. I don't know what they've done to the docking computers, but this is ridiculous. Maybe there's a sensor in the front of my ship I need to clean off or something.
Frameshift drive charging.
You are clear of the station. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Navigation for next system. All systems,
All right.
check out. No unusual activity. It's boring.
Bum 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 bum. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to, we're going to go to Donuts Gateway. We're going to pay off this one. We're just going to have the Cobra shipped over, and then we're going to use the Cobra to go and explore some of these points of interest and stuff that are spawned, like this wreckage and a few other bits and pieces. Not so much the installations because they want to shoot at me, it seems. Which is unfortunate. Bum 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 bum. Wee. Well, I wonder if it's worth going to scanning the navigation beacon and all my other systems to see what's going on. What's happening in my
Vectors.
empire that I am unaware of?
Hyperspace jump. Engaging.
Right? Like, what's going on?
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
Was also wanted to work out at some point. We have a lot of resource extraction sites, which is nice. All those points of interest have vanished now. Donuts Gateway. As I like to call it, Donuts Gateway. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, some pirate is after me. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Please don't hurt me, big bad pirate. We'll see if it actually gets to me in time. The pirates, you know, And apparently did not. Such a shame. Right, welcome you to the new base of the X-Men.
We prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station. Request
Professor Xavier's spaceport for gifted children.
automated docking approved.
Oh. Why am I whacking the mic by accident? Just be a little more. I know that while the X-Men comics were from a simpler time, right? Like Professor Xavier's school for gifted children.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance?
Where we turn them into child soldiers.
Fine.
More like, well, I mean, technically like child peacekeepers, I guess. Like, but technically soldiers. Still don't sell anything of any use here. That should be hopefully fixed on Wednesday. Oh, I thought I had a fight. Was that the bounty I paid off? Okay. Well, in that case, we'll just do this. $15. So the pilot takes 15 minutes to get that ship from there to here. Doobie doobie da ba la ba doobie doobie doo boom boom boom. All right, that is on its way. Let's go handle this stuff in. Alright, there we go.
Landing coupler disengaged. Departure authorized.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Now, Type 7's come here to buy all my bio-waste. All 55 tons of it the station sells. Docking computer, this would be so much easier if you just lined up straight on the first approach. Yes, I'm very much looking forward to having the economy stuff fixed. Let's hope that for once they have actually properly tested the stuff they rolled into the game. Though I suspect they've only lightweight tested it. Because, I mean, that's essentially what we are, is they're unpaid testers. Yeah, too steep. I know. I know. Oh, well. Not too far away, really. So yeah, that seems to be Frontier's development model, is that they do a little lightweight pass on the testing and then they release the thing and then they see what the community has to say about it, while giving almost no information. To be fair to them, they did actually give a lot of information about this upcoming patch and how it's supposed to work though. So I think they've been listening when people have complained about that. What is this planet anyway? Oh, I'll find out and see. It's not crashing to the ground because we got distracted by looking at some other information. I'm guessing it's a rocky body. Just don't know if it's got other bits and pieces.
Unable to comply.
Request docking.
Asking now.
What? What? Oh crap. Ouch. God damn it.
Humans have always suggested that gaining knowledge by observation alone won't cut it for them. Their uniqueness for interfering with the course of nature has been apparent since their very beginnings. Pushing along, accelerating their evolution much faster than nature intended. Motivated by self-preservation.
Request docking.
Survival in docking request code sent. Stand by. Primitive form. They
Jesus
knowingly
Christ.
destroy everything around them.
Why is docking request denied? There's something using the big landing pad. "11 seconds. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know why, let me check something actually. Make sure I'm on the right thing and Odyssey, yeah, no, that looks right.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance when we're done?
Alright. Back to having anonymous access again. Alright. So just over 2 more runs here. Alright, I wanted to check a couple of things actually. So if I go to the actual forums, there's information about the planet types, wasn't there? So we want to boost refinery economy here. Industrial and refinery economies are boosted by a system of major or pristine resources. Constructions which have an economy listed in their construction options now this overridden. I'm guessing that alright. Open system map. Open system map. Alright, I'll do it myself. That's not a problem. Let me see what's going on with oh, his voice attack shut down. Did I accidentally close it? There we go. So if we weren't building a refinery hub, what would we end up at here?
Welcome. Onboard scanning complete.
So we are rocky worlds with little or no surface metal content. So it's just a rocky world. Refinery, yeah. So this will give us refinery anyway. And there was one I had built. This one, maybe? Which also had a Coriolis station, but I haven't built anything else there yet. I think. Yeah, there we go. It's not a terrible system either, really. Oh, another one of those worlds. Ammonia type worlds. So this one is on a planet ice world composed mostly of ice. So ice it'll give it an industrial there's icy rings. Yeah. So this should end up industrial, I guess. That's interesting. Alright. We finished off all the steel, right? Yep, steel is now done. Excellent. It's just aluminium from here. And then probably one trip to the bigger ship. Alright. Good to know, good to know. Off we go.
Are you ready to jump?
No.
Okay.
Now I am. Off we go. Goodbye, planet. Whee!
Navigation for next system.
We bounce over, we grab more aluminium, we finish this refinery off. Maybe in between doing that and other stuff, we'll go back and have a look at this wreckage. And a few other bits and pieces.
Vectors. Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by. I need a little time.
All right. There you go. Brew Gateway. Wonder if I should do a little skit at the end of the stream to put on YouTube about those installations. It's not a bad idea.
Gugemeier, Whiskey Yankee, November. Please comply with flight regulations as you approach the station, Commander. Landing
All right,
completed.
we
Clear
go.
for landing on docking bay 09. Automated docking approved.
Boom, 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 boom.
Incoming message.
Boom, 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 boom. Can I fire missiles at a ground base?
Landing gear deployed.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance when you're done?
Landing complete. Commence
I think I have to have a target to fire the missiles.
Fine.
I guess we'll find out.
Cargo hold at maximum.
Oh wait, what am I doing? I don't need steel. Damn it. Alright. Sell that. Slight loss. That's fine. Need aluminium.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Alright. Starport services.
Executing now.
No, that was fine, whatever. Maybe this guy will be useful again. Yeah, bit that fine. Open galaxy map.
Displaying map.
this?
Ship detach complete. Drop
Off we go.
Are you ready to jump?
Do I look like I'm ready to jump? You drunk ass computer. Jesus.
Fine.
No, but they look very cool from the back. Challenger. Off we go.
all clear. Safe travels, Commander.
Leaving system. Frameshift drive engaging. Key systems are at optimal levels, readying for exit now.
Warning. Temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging.
Alright. Off we go.
Leaving system.
We will go and we will hand in the aluminium. We'll build this refinery. And then play around with some
Scanning
stuff.
for anomalies, none detected. Isn't that good?
Frameshift drive charging.
Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Planetary construction site. Bullet, boom. All right, let's give this a little bit of a nos, and we'll see how we go. Should be good enough. God damn it! Overshot again. All right. Let's see how we go. Getting this refinery hub built is going to be good though, because come Wednesday, it's going to actually make this, fingers crossed, touch wood, a usable economy around here. I can actually source my steel and titanium and stuff in the system. Of course, to get CMM components, I'm going to have to build the ground port probably, but we'll see how it goes. Should slow down a bit, I guess. It feels too fast. God damn it, we came in on an angle as well, and I was in the blue. These small planets are
I'll transfer
a pain in the backside.
and deploy the landing gear as we near. Fine.
Alright. So this tourism economy, which is boosted by orbiting an ammonia world in a system of black hole, orbiting an Earth-like world. This Wednesday is going to be great. Really looking forward to that. I'll be able to start developing up other systems as well. That's all you need. And we're going to have a lot of fun. Well, as you start getting decent payouts, my payouts have been a bit lackluster. System architect payment was 384,000. Oops. Request. We're probably gonna bump. Maybe not. Oh, slight bump. Slight bump. That's fine. You're in this geological stuff. Oh well. Sorry, biological, that's what I meant. Cracks me up all the NPCs that come to land at a construction site when they're not delivering anything.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright. Construction services. %84 done. many tons we got to do in total here? So we can do close to 1,400 in 2 runs, just a bit under. So if we're 474, so 1291. 1391. Yeah, it's going to be slightly over. That's annoying. Oh, sometimes maths in a way that works and for you, and sometimes maths in a way that doesn't work. Just is what it is, I guess.
Would you like me to clear the area and prepare for jump?
No.
Okay.
I'm the pilot. I do the things. Not you, Kirk. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Wee, around the sun. Ooh, man, I'm feeling hungry all of a sudden. That's alright, we'll last another hour or so.
Frameshift drive charging.
While we're jumping, let's go home. All right. More aluminium for the aluminium gods. Be interesting to know if this refinery will take this up. Probably not. So trying to getting in, I'm just starting to get an idea of how much points on the system payout each building grants, right? And we should be able to get an idea of how much refinery grants. Unless there's some sort of multiplier score or something along those lines. I'll show this in a minute. Alright, Broad Gateway, here we come. Request docking.
As requested.
Yankee November. Conflict established. Please approach the station at a safe speed and give way to larger vessels, Commander. Request approved. Adjust heading for approach to pad 2-4. Automatic
Oh.
docking approved.
We had a little bump. That's fine. So if I go to my... Where are we?
Becoming elite is a dangerous journey.
Jesus Christ. Alright. So we got my system architecture payout, right? We know that there's a whole bunch of systems just with an outpost in it. They're paying out on a score of 3. So an outpost is worth roughly 3 points. This other one is a Coriolis station by itself, a score of 8. So a Coriolis station is worth 8 points. This one was a score of 10. It was a Coriolis station and 1 orbital installation. So we have a score. So orbital installation, Coriolis station is worth
Would you like
8 points. Orbital installation is worth 2. Right? By dint of, you know, mass.
Fine.
So the question then becomes, is this other one with a score of 15 has an outpost, which is 3 points, 2 orbital installations, which is 2 points each, so we're at 7 points in total. And then it has a settlement, but I can't remember what size, and a refinery. So that's an extra 8 points to get up to score 15 from 1 settlement and 1 refinery. So I wonder if refineries give a higher score than what they're actually being to build, because they're much easier to build than say an outpost, which is roughly 3% per hand in, but the refinery is roughly 7% per hand in. A refinery hub, I should say. So settlement is probably a little bit more work. Assume the settlement is maybe 5 points. The refinery is 3 to make 8. Or it could have been a small settlement that might both be worth 4 points each. Guess we'll find out this coming Thursday. Alright. More aluminium. Commodities market, give me the aluminium. Give it to me. I need it. He takes it for me. Alright. Boom, 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 boom.
Permission to clear the area and jump?
No.
Fine, I won't disturb you again, although I sometimes find that you're already somewhat disturbed.
I'm really somewhat disturbed because my bloody ship's computer keeps asking me dumbass questions. You're supposed to be a futuristic AI. Last time I said yes to that request while I was in the station, you boosted me into a wall.
You are clear of the station. Flight control out.
Vectors.
Right, I'll go. Oh, excuse me. A little coughing fit came from nowhere. Alright. Jump, jump. Let's have a drink. See if I get that little frog in the back of my throat.
Leaving system. Adjusting for jump. Scanning for anomalies. None detected. Isn't that good?
Isn't it? Yes, very good. None detected. Alright. It's actually a really nice day outside. I was supposed to get worse later. My partner's thinks about filming her first cooking video today. Just thinking about doing a cooking channel type thing on YouTube. So that's the thing I'm going to try and help her with this afternoon. This is probably why I end up ending stream a little bit earlier than normal. Help her out with that. I'll leave the cooking stuff to her. I'll just do the camera work. Probably was not enough NOS. Alright. A little bit more. That should be alright, alright. Oh well. Really? Just gonna shoot past now? Come on, that was hardly any. Do you think Thargoid Titans had this much trouble when they were trying to come in the dock on an ammonia planet? Oh, I overshot it again. Thargoid Titan loop of shame. You wouldn't think so, right? Surely they've had centuries more experience than us at handling this sort of speed and super cruise. Mailo platform. It's not a terrible name. I did kind of had this idea for maybe like a subathon at some point down the line or something, where if you sub you get a like a colonization sort of body named after you. Well, not a body, like a port or a settlement or whatever. It cost a hell of a lot of ARX though. Alright. Orbital glide. Boom, 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 boom. Go. We're getting there. One and a little bit hand-ins in the refinery hub will be finished. And then come Wednesday, we should have a fairly working economy over in this little sector of nowhere. Which looks like it will it'll be quite useful.
Would you like me to perform routine maintenance when we're done?
Not really, no.
Fine.
91%. So 151 aluminium still to go. What we're going to do now is we're going to do a little trip to see the colonization megaship. Boom, 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 boom. I guess we're gonna have to go up first. Looks like the jump point is behind the planet. Alright. We'll be well clear of the planet now. There we go. 4 jumps. It's gonna be more like 6 going back though. Boom, 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 boom.
Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ha 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 ha. Sorry, that was funny because he keeps going on about how impressive it is, how accurate that is. This time it was miles off. Little lag spike at the end, I guess.
Navigation for next system.
Yes, navigation for next system. Off we go.
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by.
All right. There we go. Let's do away with that. The overheating noise gets on my nerves a little bit. Silly alarm. It's like I don't need an alarm. I got literal smoke pouring out the panels in front of me. I know we're getting hot.
Are at normal levels.
All right. If we need aluminium for the other build we got going on in the system or the port, we probably do.
Warning.
Warning. Didn't tell me what the warning was. It just said warning. It's like if Microsoft gave you an error that goes, error occurred. Oh wait, they do that sometimes. Error message. There was an error. Once at Microsoft, I tried to use a task in a program whose only job it was to send an email. It was literally like a little drop-in task on a workflow, and the task's sole purpose is to send email. It was a send email task, and when I ran it, it failed to send the email, and it goes red when it fails to run properly. It's on the SSIS package. And then I looked at the error, and the error went, error, failed to send email. And then it asked me down below, was this error helpful, yes or no? It's like, no. I know exactly what the task was designed to do. It's a send email task. I knew that it failed because it went red. I needed to know why it actually failed. Telling me it failed to send email does not give me any new information. Typical Microsoft though, they hide all the error stack when you actually want to know what the error stack is, and then they display the error stack when you don't give a shit about it. It's generally how that goes. All right. So what were we after here? I think it was like structural regulators and yes, ceramic composites. Boom, 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 boom. Thinking about that makes me realize I have to go back to work tomorrow. I had just over a week off and now I have to go back to work. It's very depressing. But the people there are nice and it does pay the bills, even if I'm not as into the work as I once was. Ceramic composites 184. I have to pretend to be all like super into stuff when I'm at work, you know. Oh, look at this dude.
Voice control disabled.
What? What do you mean you recognize go to sleep? I never say go to sleep. Wake up.
Initiating. Voice control on.
Jesus Christ. Alright. Structural regulators, 474.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Oh, that yawn came out of nowhere. I definitely need to be getting more sleep, I think.
Shall I engage the jump drive?
Yes.
Afterburners. Distancing now. Engaging jump drive.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Sometimes the computer's useful. Alright.
Frameshift drive charging.
Leaving system.
Alright.
Scanning for anomalies. None detected. Isn't that good?
Yep. I'm starting to understand why people buy multiple voice packs, though, just because they get tired of the one voice pack's lines all the time. Maybe I'll get the ship's parrot instead. Or as well.
Leaving system. Frameshift now engaged.
Boom, 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 boom.
Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by. I need a little time.
Off we go. We're almost done on this. It's nice.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hyperspace velocity reached. Hull integrity is within limits. All other systems are at normal levels.
All right.
Frameshift drive charging.
Boom, 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 boom.
Warning, fuel low.
Feels fine. Calm down. All right. Off we go. Small little jump.
Warning.
Bum, 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 bum. Should we got enough? Oh, you mean too fast? Come on. Planet construction site, Malo platform. It's not a bad spot, really. You've got like these two planets very close to each other in this huge gas giant, this ring out here. Makes for some interesting views sometimes when you're coming and going. Bum, 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 bum. Whee! Alright. I'm gonna come in a little bit more of an angle. Because this is a small ass bloody planet. Maybe it's a moon. Maybe it's the space station, for all I know. So a reference to the first Star Wars movie. That's no moon, that's a space station. It's too big to be a space station.
Why don't I look after the shields and landing modules?
Yes.
Affirmative.
Request docking.
Asking now. Loading configuration.
We go.
Gear down and slowing.
All right. What are you doing, Doc? Oh. Boom.
Thargoids? Thargoids. What are these rumors of a race, an alien race of insectoids? Are they alive? Long day. Would you like me to perform routine maintenance? Maybe these Thargoids are sleeping assassins, laying in wait. Whatever they are, we should make it our business to find them. They could be out there right now.
We found them. We fought them. Kirk, you're out of date. Alright, still need 113 aluminium to finish off. The question is does the other build on this need aluminium as well? Might as well bring back a full load. Clock Foundry. Yep, costs quite a bit actually. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. Through gateway. Boom, 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 boom. I guess we're going upwards. Color drift. There we go. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. While I go and do this, I'm going to run a 1 minute ad break just to turn off pre-rolls for the next 20 minutes or so, which will probably take us through close to the end of the stream. So I'll do that now. You're not going to miss anything. I'm just running off to grab more aluminium. Boom, 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 boom.
Frameshift drive charging.
Off we go. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Whee! Is it gonna get behind, is it? It did. Damn it. Alright. Your set counts as going too fast then. A loop of glory. Bum 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 bum. All right. All right.
Maya, Whiskey Yankee, November. This is an independent star system, Commander. Request docking permission prior to touch
So close to being done with the refinery, right? Like
for landing on docking bay 1.
one last run.
Automated docking approved.
Bum 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 bum. So come the Wednesday patch, your population in these colonized systems is supposed to start skyrocketing a fair bit. Especially wonder where all the people are coming from. Are we going to see population decreases in the core systems? The pre-colonized, you know, established systems? You certainly can't just
Routine maintenance.
invent people, right? They're not just lines of code. Alright.
Fine, I won't disturb you again, although I sometimes find that you're already somewhat disturbed.
Bum, 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 bum. Aluminium. Aluminum. Depends on how you want to pronounce it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Open galaxy map.
Stellar cartography.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Bum, 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 bum.
Permission to clear the area and jump?
No.
Fine.
Okay. Clear the area and jump.
Afterburners maximizing engines. Transferring power to engine. Distancing now. Stand by. Preparing for jump.
Apparently I can't steer the ship though.
You are clear of the station. Flight control out.
Fast and the Furious, cut adrift.
Catastrophic failure imminent. No, seriously. All systems nominal.
Bum, bum, bum. All right.
Navigation for next system. Jumping to light speed. Temperatures are at an acceptable level.
Are they? Alright, off we go.
Maximum velocity engaged. Confirming exit point telemetry. Stand by. I need a little time.
Alright. Oh, that was close, whatever that was. Oh, damn. I got distracted. It's fine. We got lots of fuel. Should be fine. Probably gone as far past here. Alright. Oh, damn, I'm hungry today. All right. Oh, platform. Here we go. We'll finish the refinery hub. It's going to become the engine that drives the development of our systems. Development of my system, anyway. Probably some of Ed's as well. I'm curious what Ed's tier 3 station will turn into, actually. I should look that. Check that out in a minute. That could be quite useful. Oh, sneezy. Jesus. Alright.
Docking request granted.
Boom, 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 boom.
Landing gear deployed.
Boom, 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 boom,
Docking successful.
boom.
Engines disengaged.
Here we go. The refinery is complete. All right.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't have an auto launch if you don't have an option set. That's interesting.
Landing gear retracted.
Are you ready to jump?
Yes.
Boost. Engaging jump.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right. Then we have our other planetary construction site, Clark Foundry. Another platform. Not really that far away from each other, I don't think. Alright. We'll hand in the rest of the aluminium. Engage night vision. Turn on night vision.
That's affirmative, Commander.
Alright, it's on. These tier 1 planetary reports require a fair number of
Adventure. It's a little
of
perhaps an away mission. Oh, I hope you're not wearing red.
Damn, Captain Kirk. He knew all along the people wearing red would die. He always knew.
Docking request granted.
Maybe they mostly fought alien races that could only see certain colors, and red stood out to them. Like, there are the targets. All the people wearing like blue and yellow tops just kind of blended in, and they didn't see them.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
All right. Clock Foundry. Transfer all the stuff. 5% done, Jesus. It's quite a bit that's required here. It's not as much as a tier 2 station, but it's still a reasonable amount of stuff. Actually, why did that go up that much? First time I handed in was a full load. That went up 1.5%. And then it went up to 3% on another full load. Now I handed in less than a full load and it went up 2%. So we went 1.5 on a full load, 3% on a full load, and then on a partial load, up to 5%. That's slightly strange. Should be less than the well, I mean, less than a T2 station, yes, but significantly less actually. Titanium is significantly less. Steel is significantly less. Cerium composites and aluminium is significantly less. And most of the other stuff, I mean, liquid oxygen to a certain extent, but not really. But most of the other stuff is piddly. Piddly amounts. Alright, well, that's going to do it for my stream today. I need to do some bits and pieces to help my partner get ready for her adventure into the world of YouTubing. Should be fun. So it's a bit of a shorter stream today, but that's okay. I'll be back probably not tomorrow, the day after, for a short stream before work. And yeah, and we'll just see from there. So I'm gonna find someone to raid out to. And have myself some lunch, I think. Ooh, so many people on. So we got Cedar and the Tactician doing their Nuzlocke again. Tippy Hendrix is on. Middy's on. This just Raid Mini. It's nice and easy. Alright. Raid will be going out in a second, but I've had a lot of fun today. I hope other people have had fun watching me. I feel like I've been a little low energy today, but I mean, that's okay. I will pick up. Alright. Raid going out.
I just love...
Distance.
And then, like, we were also talking about, like, how villains don't, like, instantly just murder the hero when they have, like, the huge advantage. But I'm, like, good on, like, you, Havok, for just, like, going, like, alright, Ichigo, see what you're doing? Snap your sword. Good on you. You didn't let him power up. You still lost, though, but good on you.
Welcome in, This is Win Arctos, who is always winning. Hello. When Arctos is playing some Elite Dangerous. Who's more dangerous? It's Gwyn! Hello, welcome in. I would murder the hero at first opportunity. I'm sure you would.
I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying, like, some of these, like, villains be like, oh, I'm gonna let you go. And then, like, the hero comes back stronger, and then the villain loses, and he's like, how could this be? I didn't see this coming. You let him grow, dude. He's a